Alright, rockers, here's the eternal question. What the hell's the difference between 80s hard rock and 80s heavy metal? You've got Metallica on one end, Bon Jovi on the other, and then Guns N' Roses walk in and confuse everybody. Today, we're sorting it out. Riffs, fashion, vocals, attitude, and maybe I'll ruffle a few hairspray stiffened feathers along the way. Let's get into it. Right, first up, hard rock and metal didn't just show up at the same party, they shared a dressing room. But they're not twins. They're like rowdy cousins who borrow each other's boots. Hard rock came first, built on blues, swagger, and massive choruses. Think AC/DC, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi. They wanted you singing along by the second chorus. Metal, on the other hand, got darker and heavier. Bands like Metallica, Slayer, and Iron Maiden pushed speed, aggression, and insane musicianship. Their fans weren't here to dance, they were here to headbang into oblivion. About the guitars, hard rock riffs, catchy and anthemic. Think of the opening to Pour Some Sugar on Me, pure arena bait. Metal, technical, fast, brutal. Master of Puppets will tie your fingers in knots just trying to air guitar it. About the vocals, hard rock, big hooks, sexy rasp. David Lee Roth, John Bon Jovi, basically shouting flirtatiously. Metal, operatic or demonic. Bruce Dickinson's A Banshee. Tom Araya from Slayer, straight up summoned from the underworld. About the drums and tempo. Hard rock grooves, metal blasts. One's for strut-in, the other's for stage dive-in. Let's not ignore the look either. Hard rockers dressed like they were off to a neon-lit after-party. Big hair, tight pants, cheeky grins. Metalheads, all black, spikes, and 1,000-yard stare. They weren't here to party. They were here to preach fire and riffs. And lyrically, hard rock sang about love, sex, and fast cars. Metal sang about war, death, and mythology. It's like comparing a sleazy motel movie to a Tolkien epic. Both iconic, just different levels of madness. Let's lay it out. Here's how I rank some of the biggest bands of the decade, from hard rock to full-blown metal. Hard rock, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Van Halen. Crossover Zone, Guns N' Roses, Mötley Crüe, Skid Row. Metal, Metallica, Slayer, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. Guns N' Roses is tricky. They've got the sleaze of hard rock and the aggression of metal. Mötley Crüe had the glam look, but them riffs? Heavy when they wanted to be. Personally, I love a good genre bender. Give me a band that walks the line. Skid Row, early Crüe, maybe even Dio. Powerful vocals, wild solos, but still catchy as hell. And I'll say this, Metallica's early stuff, thrash, no doubt, but by the late 80s even they were dabbling in arena rock grooves. Sad but true, eh? Alright, headbangers and hairspray heroes. Where do your favourite bands land on the rock to metal spectrum? Let me know in the comments. Debate's open and the riffs are ready. And if you loved this breakdown, do the right thing. Smash like, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss what's next from the vault. Until then, keep your horns up and crank those tunes.